What is going on, everybody? Brent Abel here, gold ball hunting that young buck over there, the great Jeff Jacklich. And today we're going to dive in a little bit about one of our students, Major Dan, and in response to some recent comments over at YouTube. So guys, hang in there because this is real life, boots in the ground stuff. This is not theory. And here we go. So the big question is this: how are tennis players like us who never played in the tour, weren't incredible juniors, or maybe got a late start to the game, how do we consistently compete at our highest skill level without having to grind through endless hours of on-court practice time and still be in the hunt for victory match after match? That is the question, and gold ball hunting gives you the answers by helping you eliminate your skill level range so that you build a strong foundation of confidence. My name is Brent Abel, and along with my biz partner, Jeff Jacklich, welcome to Gold Ball Hunting. All right, Jeffrey, another episode of the Gold Ball Hunting podcast. What's going on over there today?
Rainy day here in NorCal. Rainy, foggy, misty.
Kind
of cold.
Yep.
Must be wintertime. Must be the middle of December.
Well, it is. I think we have the same calendar date and time down here in the desert. Now, I'm looking out and seeing something a little different.
Yeah, keep it to yourself. Okay.
Big jerk, Brent. I got an hour hitting this morning at 9:15 to go, and then I've got some doubles at 10:30.
Yeah, I'll be packing the car. I'll see you at 8 o'clock tonight. Okay. I'm out.
All in the grass, so it'll be good. It'll be a good morning of tennis and, combo of singles and doubles, which is always good. Listen, I got a short time fuse here this morning. We got to get the dogs out there in the desert quickly this morning. I want to respond to Major Dan, to Mark's comments that he left a few days ago over at YouTube, right?
Yep.
Okay, so and this is typical what happens, and it happens to all of us, right? Where for whatever reason, you sort of have a normal average weekly tennis schedule, but it's never the same. You can say, well, I'm going to play Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday for the rest of my life. And it obviously never ever works out that way. Right. And because you are dependent on several factors. I mean, at least where you are, I mean, right now in Northern California, we talked about this before we started recording. I mean, it's one of those areas in the United States where, it's not like down here in Southern California where teaching pros are going, please let it rain. I need a day off. My body is crushed from teaching 6, 7, 8 hours a day. And then it's not like we're, the other end of the, up north in, let's say, Seattle, where, a guy is indoors all year round, right? Maybe he goes outdoors for a few months in the summertime.
Right.
But he's never getting a day off from teaching. And the same thing with players. And yet Northern California, as we were talking about, and you mentioned, rainy again, and the forecast looks like starting pretty soon, it's going to go for about a week where you can't get out in the court, teach, and players cannot get out there and play. And there's what? I mean, there's maybe a few indoor courts in Northern California, but that's
and you can't go teach because you're if you're an honest pro, you've got to talk to the pro there. If you're going to go teach one of your students at their private club at their indoor courts, that's a no-no.
That's a no bueno. So the point is that the best laid plans as a player, it kind of is the same thing too, where yesterday I went out to play doubles. I was asked last minute yesterday to play some doubles, and I went out there, and one of the guys didn't show up, and it was like, okay, and so we kind of got in touch with the guy. Oh, well, I thought that you said that we didn't have a four, so we couldn't play. So I'm over here on the golf course, just teeing off on hole 5. We're going So I just told these other two guys, said, you guys hit, I've been playing a little bit. So, but that's a way where you don't get to play. Another way is someone, let's say you've got you got an opponent, practice opponent. He gets sick, can't play, right? He goes on vacation, can't. What about holidays? What about all of a sudden, working? I got a client, last second thing. this is like a big, this could be a big
Right.
income moment here. So got to bail. So what happens
Right.
is there's realities of us kind of getting out of the normal rhythm of us playing. And I'm trying to get around to Mark's comments, which were basically he felt he was sort of out of rhythm. He was kind of out of practice a
Right.
little bit.
Right. He's
And
coming back. He's coming back from injury, so he's trying to plan.
And that
He's
too.
planning his return to playing competitive ball again, and he's posting his results.
Well, we love that. I mean, we got to give him a big shout out for
major shout out, major bonus thumbs up, 2 enthusiastic thumbs up to Major Dan for posting.
That's right. I mean, look. I mean, it's especially for him who's been injured, and maybe as he said in his comments, he's haven't been getting a steady diet of matches.
Right.
I mean, knowing that you're a little bit out of practice, and when you go out there, there's probably a large skill level range going on right now because you don't know how you're going to play, right?
Yeah, game to game and sometimes point to point.
Yeah, so it takes a lot of guts, I think, to go ahead and do what we recommended, which is you'll start to reduce that skill level range once you start posting your match results, and he's doing that. So, so well done on that. But I just think, like, I know for myself, if I haven't played for a while, I've got to make sure in the warm up that there is no chit chat going on. I mean, I'm focused on a couple things. Number one, visually finding the ball, because tennis is a difficult sport because you have to track a moving object, a tennis ball, and you have to be moving yourself as you're doing that. Well, there's kind of an opportunity there for the body to be jumping around and the ball's lurching through. And so for me, it's like I really got to focus on seeing the ball, finding the ball visually. And then I got to make sure, because if I haven't played for a while, there's that tendency like, well, God, I want to see how I'm hitting the ball. Well, what do? We do the non-fed. We start picking our eyes up, and kind of there's that little, there's that little stuff going on. So I got to visually find the ball, and I got to make sure that at contact, I artificially keep my eyes and head down, everything still. So I make sure that once the match starts, that I've at least got those two things hopefully going. And then once the match starts,
at least planted the seed,
I've at least told my brain, hey, would it be okay today if we kind of did these two things?
Right.
And then once the match starts, I got to go to the Mark Vine's plan D, which is I just start counting. And because, I mean, how many times, Jeff, have you gone out there? You've been playing a ton. You've been feeling great. You're in a great rhythm. You've seen the ball in the warm up. And you go, oh man, I got it today. You go out there and you start going, well, maybe I could start going for that corner over there. Maybe I could start doing this. And next thing you know is you're missing, and it's just a kind of a jumbled mess after that. And now you're trying to fix it. But so for me, I just start counting, and I really try to narrow my target inside the court to at least the third middle of the court, and just assume if I'll do that eventually some really fat opportunity in a point will be presented to me that I can now take advantage of. But so I guess that would be my advice or that would be my response to Major Dan is, look, it's real. I mean, what you described there is going to happen. And even if it's the dead of summer, if it's mid-August, you've been playing every day for 4 months.
Right.
Something's going to happen where all of a sudden, God, I haven't played for a week. What's going on here?
Yeah. I think too, it's, we talk about boots on the ground reality. And so did you pick the right pair of boots today, to go out there and do the work? So, for Major Dan, he's battling back from injury. He wants to get back on, competitive court again. And sometimes I think, in reading his comment, I felt like the score became a little bit of the focus. Winning points became a little bit of the, overly focused. That's just the feel I got from the comment that he wrote. And so that's a dangerous path to take when you're coming back from injury, or you've had a month off or something for whatever reason you haven't been playing much, is to want to come back out and you want to play and you want to win, and that's all great, but you got to lay the groundwork first. So, I've said this before in my when I start to get ready for a tournament, I don't really worry about the score initially when I'm just starting to get back into sets and playing. I just don't care what the score is. I work on those things, as you mentioned, visual acuity on the ball. How's my spacing doing? How's my, am I keeping myself in a place that's not anxious to hit the ball? And am I working on some things? Am I working on some patterns, as you said, middle third, whatever, the players, favorite patterns are, what's their basic battle plan? Just work on those things, and you really just can't care what the point, outcome is. If you've done some great work in a point and it doesn't come out in your favor, it's fine. If you've done the front end work, you've hit 2-3 balls in your pattern, and then you made the error, so be it. You got to recognize, what did I do successfully? And did I stay on script? Did I stay on plan? And because I haven't been playing, my shot tolerance right now is in that 2 or 3 ball range. And then things start to get away from me. That's fine. There's no reason to try and battle that today. Can I just get the front end work done? Can I hit, a good accurate first serve? And then how's the quality of my next ball? Can I hit a good return of serve? Can I get a lot of returns in and then hit a good quality first ball after my return? And if we can start building from the ground up again, and that's really what it is when you haven't been playing, you're building from the ground up. And if you can be patient in that and be okay with losing sets at the front end of that, that will eventually, there's going to be a tipping point, and you're going to be kind of back to where you think you should be, and but you will have laid the groundwork to actually do better, because you're setting the tone, you understand your patterns, you have your plays in place all the way down to, I'm just going to count, whatever that might be. So I think that, for Major Dan there, buddy, I think you've got to be patient with yourself as well, and really focus on the front end of the point and sticking on script, and not worrying about stepping on the gas and trying harder. That can be another kind of weird mental detour that can kind of take you off the path too.
Yeah, I think, look, he's coming back from injury. Plus he's had some, erratic playing time. And I know for me, if I haven't played for a while, I mean, physically, I might be in great physical condition, but in terms of tennis movement, it's not like riding a bike. I mean, and so we get back to the original thing, which is, as you said, is visual acuity. I don't care how great a shape you're in. If you've not been playing for a while, or just getting, here and there kind of erratic matches in there, it physically, the game is weird that way, right? I mean, it's got so many different potential types of movements in there that if you haven't been playing on a regular basis, it's just not instinctive, and we just don't move as cleanly. We don't see the ball as well. And so for me, a lot of it is, I just need to get through a couple of days of kind of settling down. I remember when I used to play, a ton of baseball as a kid, right? And the first couple of days where the guy would, someone would hit a long fly ball, and you'd look up there and you just go, I got no idea.
Right.
This thing's just lurching through the sky, and you're going, and I don't know what happens physically, but on like the third day, now all of a sudden, wow, it's just cleaner than a whistle. The line is cleaner than a whistle, and your body is just sort of figured out how to move. Well, it's the same thing in tennis too, because we're trying to track a moving tennis ball while we're on the move as well. So, Jeff, great stuff. Major Dan, man, again, another great shout out. Way to post those results. I know that takes some guts. We would encourage all of you guys, if you're not playing tournaments right this week, you don't have a league match right this week where those results get posted publicly, go to your Facebook page, or go to, the Gold Ball Hunting YouTube channel, and just in the comment section. It does not matter which episode you you post it to. But post your results. Make sure that your opponent knows you're doing that, so that we don't need some kind of a lawsuit going, hey man,
right.
But anyway, guys, so we'll good going. Jeff, a quick reminder in January 16th and
17th,
Thursday and Friday, you and I are hosting a pre-tournament workshop. Could be a post-tournament if you're playing the Palm Springs tournament.
Right.
Could be a post-tournament workshop, but if you're playing the Wilson tournament here in the California desert, could be a pre-tournament workshop as well. And really, I mean, you can sign up for both days. Really, this is designed for one day. You come in, and we've got 3 hours in the morning on the court. We got a 90-minute working lunch, and then we've got 2 hours in the court after that lunch, and then another hour or so with a special guest to come in, which will be fun. And really what we're trying to do in this workshop, this one-day workshop, is to help you really laser beam focus a lot more on what your unique personal brand is as a tennis player. And the reason for that is so we can help you identify, well, you know what? This is the thing that you really do well in this one specific situation. It's a common match play situation. You're really good. So let's devise a way or ways to put you into that situation a lot more often. And it sort of makes sense from there that if we can do that, help you do that, you're going to start to win some more matches. And that's really the whole premise of Gold Ball Hunting, is to help you guys who are playing tournaments to get through another round or two, to start getting into the quarterfinals of these national events, so you can actually win a match there and knock on the door, get them that ball around to the semis. And for you league guys, if you're that kind of probably rare league player who actually wants to move up to the next rating label, as opposed to being held down by your teammates going, don't get better. We don't want you to leave us. So, this would be a great opportunity for you as well. And so look, even if you're not playing in the tournament, this could be a great one-day workshop to help you find out who you really are and who you could be better of, or who you could be more of on the court. The best way right now, if you've got some interest, is just shoot us an email. Let us know at goldballhunting.com, or just leave a comment on the Facebook or YouTube, wherever you watch this video, and let us know that you're interested. And we do have to kind of vet everybody to make sure that we've got the right skill levels in each group, because we don't want disparate skill levels. It just doesn't work out. So let us know, guys. Or gals. Yeah. Jeff, what do we want the fine folks to do right now?
Like us, share us, please subscribe. Let us know what you think down below. iTunes and Stitcher, rate and review. Goldballhunting.com. Spread the word.
Beauty. As always, guys, get out there. Get out there. Help someone else have a spectacular day. Jeff, let's do this again tomorrow.
Can't wait.
Oh, yes.